we woke up hearing the gunfire, but from what we heard was that the people were sleeping underneath the water tower, and they were awoken by gunshots. Army soldiers were all around them on all four sides and were firing and moving in towards them.
Oh Jesus, help me to find my son.
A mother grieves with her family for the son still missing, believed dead, after he helped lead a demonstration of several hundred Biak people demanding independence from Jakarta. Since Indonesia took control of Irian Jaya from the Dutch in the mid-1960s, people in Biak, an island off the Irian Jaya coast, had dreamt of independence from Jakarta. Until quite recently, the island remained a relatively peaceful backwater, as the Free West Papua movement, or OPM, maintained a guerrilla struggle against Indonesian troops. But in July, emboldened by the fall of President Suharto and sensing winds of political change, people in Biak ran up the Morning Star flag of the OPM. As the OPM flag flew over the water tower by the Biak wharves, the protesters fell asleep, but then were abruptly awoken as Indonesian troops swept through at dawn.
We heard the sound of bullets and the voices saying, "If you want to live, come out."
In front of us there are 6 bodies. All of them have bullet wounds. 6 people. Whether they used rubber bullets we don't know, but there are 6 victims. There is blood everywhere. They took the victims away in a truck. They put the butt of the weapon here and here, in my eyes and in my chest, here, and also on my back.
With Irian Jaya effectively under military rule, first-hand accounts of massacres are difficult to verify. But now reports of atrocities are filtering out. The 7:30 report has received videotapes secretly filmed in Biak during and immediately after the army crackdown. This man, lucky to have survived, describes for the camera how he was shot in the back, the bullet emerging through his stomach. According to this man, people were tortured and abused for being Christian.
The soldiers said, "Where is your God now that you have been praising night and day for the past 5 days? Where is he now? Is he helping you now?"
We've been hearing gunshots all morning this morning, not coming from the direction of the military training school. And our street, which normally has hundreds of taxis going up and down it every morning, is completely empty.
Business consultant Rebecca Casey and English teacher Paul Meixner were in Biak at the time. They support accounts of a massacre.
We could hear the gunshots for 4 hours, and we could see nobody in the streets, just army coming up and down sometimes.
From what we heard, the troops were pursuing people who ran, and afterwards, after they'd shot as many people as they could, they then went into houses around the dock area and just got everybody out of the house. I don't know if they still were shooting people then, but they certainly rounded them up, took them down to the docks and started torturing them in various ways.
But the worst atrocity may have occurred at sea, according to Indonesian churches and human rights groups. They say that after the demonstration in Biak, more than 100 people were taken away in 2 Indonesian patrol boats. Rex Ramakiak, born in Biak, now the OPM's representative in Australia, says they haven't been seen since.
We have reports that some people, estimated over 100, have been headed to aboard 2 ships and taken offshore, and then women were raped and the torture take place, and then bodies were thrown overboard. We have a long history, experience with the military for 35 years, and missing people never come back. So we have a strong belief that they are dead.
There is no independent confirmation of the scale of the massacre. Indonesian officials deny it occurred, claiming that bodies later washed ashore were victims of the Papua New Guinea tidal wave 11 days later. We contacted the Indonesian ambassador to comment on the claims, but he declined, saying he had nothing to add to what is coming out of Jakarta. Meanwhile, the people of Biak are left with their grief, like this woman who lost her son.
If they killed him, please return his body so I can bury him properly. Even if it's rotten, please return his body.